Okay, I'm joined by manager Lee Lashenko. Lee, obviously it's finished Bristol Manor Farm 2, Willand Rovers 0. I thought the resilience today from your team was absolutely fantastic, and obviously after Wednesday night's debacle, 3 points today, you must be absolutely delighted.
Yeah, definitely delighted with the 3 points. As you say, we've drawn too many games lately. Obviously, we had a wasted night on Wednesday. Again, you got to watch what you say, because I think there's like a religious group going on with the Rest Support UK situation. That if you say anything that they don't like, or if someone says anything in support of anything you said, they pummel that person. So it's a bit like bully boy tactics, and I don't think that they're like, don't give them any credibility really, because obviously not too many people have taken any notice of them. But obviously we showed a great reaction to our wasted journey on Wednesday, when it could have been given a bit longer. The game could have been played Wednesday. We played a game today. There's been a few like like strange decisions made, but obviously we dealt with everything that was thrown at us today. And like I said, I predicted this would be a good afternoon for everyone around the place, because when you got a club like Willand coming there, the honesty that they got, you know that you got like two sets of people that are going to go toe to toe. The battle, the fight for their territory on the football pitch. But after the game, we'll have a beer together, and that's what football is all about. So our emotions are good today, because obviously we won a game, but we're not going to get too cock a hoot, because we've got another busy week of training and getting ourselves right for next Saturday, because we need to try and cash in on a run of wins now to get ourselves in a good area of the table. Obviously, we're just on that line of the playoffs, but we want to get above the line, and obviously we need to be consistent between now and the end of the season to do that, because there's a number of good teams vying for those top spots.
Absolutely, Lee, and I think some of the criticism in some of the games where we've drawn matches is that failure to maybe be a bit more clinical in front of goal. But 22 minutes into the game, and you've got Dan Doddermead who's having to be adaptive to his play, and he's had to sort of play slightly out of position. What a cross that was, and there was Lewis Britton to bury a header. I mean, couldn't have been a better start really for the team.
I think I've said it before. Danny Dolomead is a manager's dream, because he does like unselfish work. You could play him probably in any position on the pitch, and he'd do it to the best of his capabilities. And as you say, he's like that's the sort of assist is pretty much as good as scoring the goal. You know what I mean? The feeling he must have felt by putting that in an area where Lewis attacked it properly. He's a proper centre forward, and he's dispatched it at the back of the net against a very good keeper. You know what I mean? So all round the play, the build up to it, the cross, the finish with the head, that was a very pleasing goal. And as you say, Danny sort of playing slightly out of position to accommodate a couple of injuries that we've got at this moment in time, but is in a position that Danny I know he can do well, and he does it in honesty, and he does it with a high amount of work rate and great amount of quality.
Yeah, and then 52 minutes, it looked like the tide was going to turn. Lee, obviously red card for Jacob Spence. It looked like one of those, to be honest with you. I think maybe had Jacob not been booked, I don't even think it would have been another yellow, but I think maybe possibly because of the amount of yellow cards that were branded around today, it meant he was sent off. But again, we talk about resilience, we talk about character. You need players to be, standard and counted for. And your team showed a great reaction. But just a comment on that.
Yeah, again, I think I said it. I think I said it before when we played down at Willand. I think referees aren't allowed to reward honesty with players playing on the pitch. So what they do then is encourage gamesmanship. So as you said, I think it was quite a soft yellow card in the first half for Jacob, especially in the conditions that we're encountering at the minute. I think common sense needs to prevail. So he set himself up like the referee would know where to go. And obviously, when it was a player like we've just had half time, of course, their dressing room, like our dressing room would, is aware of players that are on a yellow card. And when it happened to be Jacob, they were surrounding a referee. And so you knew it was going to end up being a second yellow, and then we're playing with 10. But again, like I said, his common sense hadn't been shown in the first half, and that's that. But again, you got to watch what you say, because these people don't think that like you're allowed to be critical of officials like we are criticised ourselves. And I hope the referee goes away and criticises himself today, because he's better than that. The referee's been good over a number of games that he's come here, and today it's just he's had one of them.
Absolutely, Lee. And then obviously, it was back to the wall stuff. I think, credit to the defence for another clean sheet. Probably one of the most rewarding and pleasing clean sheets of the season, to be honest. But that save from Seth Lock to keep it at 1-0, absolutely brilliant, wasn't it?
Again, Seth is growing and growing in stature. There's areas of the game that you come into the season want to improve, and he's doing that. That's what the clubs at this level are about. We're trying to make players be able to pop on, and Seth's got the right age, the right physique, and the right ability to go on in football. Obviously, he's now shown a good amount of consistency, and he is, like you say, important saves, great saves.
And finally, Lee, obviously 29 goals now for Lewis Britton. great header in the first half. He picked his spot for the penalty. You know, he's just brilliant, isn't he, Lewis?
100%. Like we brought him to the club and we knew there'd be a lot of interest. Obviously, strangely, since Wednesday night, we've had loads of more interest in wanting to sponsor the club and put money into the club, because it seems like there's been like the publicity we got from maybe being truthful shows that people want to back us because we're an honest club. And Lewis is one that, obviously, when you've got players like that at our club, you've got to have a lot of interest as well. So he's backing up what he said he would do when he signed the form for us. I got nothing but full admiration for Louis Britton. I've made no secret that I believe is the opportunity is going to come for him to go up back through the levels, and that's something in the summer. I think he's going to have a number of offers. Obviously, we're trying to put ourselves in that shop window to be able to be in a position to try and keep him by getting ourselves promoted. But that's that. But if my relationship with Louis is one full season, I'm going to go away like crying about a lad forever and a day, because, like I say, he shows like proper professionalism and proper quality. And then just a little comment on another lad at the other end that we've had from under 18s, Aaron Lucas. He got man of the match. I thought he was immense. I thought he stood up and was counting, got the blocks in, showed great honesty again. So whilst you look at different areas of your team, I just pray to be their manager again today, because they just stood up and counted, and they sort of protected the club a little bit, and they thought, yeah, we're going to put for like a proper performance in today. And for that, like I said, I think everyone associated with our club will be really happy with their experience here today, and they're going to enjoy tonight.
It's the last weekend of January, Lee, as well, so a lot of people haven't been paid yet. This is a consecutive Saturday here at the farm, two back-to-back matches, 293 supporters. Sets us up lovely for Westbury away next weekend. Just a word on the fans.
Definitely, like you say, with Bristol City at home as well. Bristol City on the verge of on the verge of playoff places. So there's a lot of interest in that football club at the minute. For us to like touch upon 300 nearest damn it is great, and they're vocal. It's not like you can have like 400 people being quiet. We've got 300 people nearest damn it, and they're proper encouraging. And they knew they needed to give us a bit of extra energy when we went down to 10. And probably for a little bit of 10 minutes, we were like spent all running around like being a little bit aggrieved by it. And then it worked out that the last half hour they drove us on. And I think, yeah, we had to defend a bit deeper and we had to put our bodies on the line. But we always try still carrying out a threat. And as it happened, like to finish the game with a little bit of jam on the cake, so to speak, icing on the cake with the second goal. They come off here winning 2-0 against a very good Willand side who's had a great midweek result. We're all happy, and obviously all we're going to do now is like get together this week, show our United front as a club, and be ready to go to Westbury and another side having good form at the moment.
Big thanks for your time. Well, mate.